Okay. Hello, everyone. This is my audience for today. That's Zoe. That's Kirsten, my sister. There's Leo, and there's Amber, my friend. Did you know that according to Learning Liftoff, 27% of high school dropouts drop out because of failing grades? Or did you know that according to Unity Point Health, overweight or obese children miss 4 times as much school as a child at normal weight? Or that the U.S. spends $14 billion on healthcare costs that are directly related to childhood obesity? You might be wondering what these last two facts have to do with you, and that is why I'm here. Hi, I'm Skylar Church, and today I'm going to introduce to you 3 problems that occur in today's classrooms, and the best part is they all have one solution. The 3 problems are kids not coming to school and being awake or being attentive in the classroom, kids who are just not learning the subject that they're being taught and becoming distractions, and childhood obesity. And the solution is just 1 hour of moderate to vigorous physical activity. The first problem we see are that kids are just coming to school and they're exhausted, they're tired, they're grumpy, they don't want to pay attention in class, and they just have a really bad attitude. Well, the solution is physical activity. Physical activity wakes you up. According to the Center for Disease Control, the results of many studies showed positive correlations between physical activity and good behavior, and physical activity and better attention. Some of you may be thinking, well, we already have physical education classes. Why do we need more physical activity, and where do we fit it in? Well, on average, only 15 to 20 minutes of a 50-minute PE class is actual moving around. The rest is just instructions or taking attendance. According to the National Academy of Medicine, all it takes is 3 to 5 minutes of break time, maybe 3 times a day, where students get up and are active, either by watching a video or playing some sort of game that will help with the lesson that they're learning. And that is all that it takes to enhance kids' cognitive function and helps them be more alert. This adds about 15 minutes of activity throughout a day, which is like 75 minutes a week. The next problem we see is that many students who receive bad test scores because they don't understand what's going on in the class, or they just don't really understand the subject that they're in, they just give up. They become a distraction to the other kids and make it harder for others who want to learn to learn. I had a kid in my 7th grade math class who just wasn't quite getting it, and he became a distraction to the rest of us and made it hard for the teacher to teach and for the rest of us to learn. Physical activity is the answer. Physical activity before a kid's hardest class increases test scores and promotes confidence in the classroom. This is for 2 reasons. 1, kids are more awake after physical activity, more alert, just like we just discussed. And number 2, according to Dr. Tamley and his colleagues, physical activity produces BDNF, which is brain-derived neurotrophic factor. This neuron helps preserve and support neurons in the brain, which improves memory and creates relationships between neurons, which increases understanding, which will lead to better test scores and more classroom attention. Your next question may be, doesn't exercise make kids hyperactive, make it harder for them to sit still? Well, absolutely not. According to Dr. Carlson and some of his colleagues, adding more physical activity into the day make kids more attentive and better behaving in the classroom. This is because physical activity creates those BDNF neurotropic factors, which helps them be more attentive and just helps them learn and actually want to be in the classroom. The last and biggest problem is childhood obesity. According to the American Heart Association, childhood obesity has nearly tripled in the last 30 years. Obesity comes with its own myriad of health-related diseases, such as type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and kids that are 12 or 13 were already seeing early stages of heart disease. Obesity also comes with bad self-image and low self-esteem, which can lead to depression or self-harm. The simple fact is, kids are just not as active as they used to be. Adding physical activity into the school day could have an immensely positive effect on our children's future. Doing 1 hour physical activity, be it in the classroom, recess, physical education classes, or just extracurricular activities, could instill in them healthy habits that will last them a lifetime. If it's in a physical education class and kids are actually learning how to work out and enjoying the workouts and taking them home with them, then you could affect the children's families and just have their families be around for longer also. With all of these problems that we've discussed today, kids not being awake during class, kids that are just not learning the subject because they are asleep and becoming distractions, and childhood obesity, and with seriously just one solution of adding 60 minutes of physical activity into a day, how could you not want to do that?